Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. It is the premier business radio program in the area. I'm your host, Mike King, and I appreciate you being here with me. We're here at the world famous, it is the fabulous Hilton downtown. We're here at Gather and Hem. We're here weekly, Wednesday, 5 to 7 p.m. It's the Mike King Biz Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond, 5 to 7 a.m., 106.1 Richmond. Also, the Choice 105.3, that is gospel, 2 to 3 p.m. every day, as well as International Business Growth Radio. We are a social enterprise business program that talks about how business can help society be better. We'd like to thank our good friends here at Gather and Hem, which is located within the Hilton Hotel, 5th and Broad. We're here talking about how business can help society be better. I'd like to thank our good friends. John is with me. John, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Mike. Always good to be by your side.
All righty, a lot of exciting things going on. So I always start off with, John, give us the sales pitch for the Hilton.
Absolutely. So, of course, Hilton's in the historic Miller and Rhodes department store. You already mentioned that. Opened up back in 1885 as a goods store, but renovated in 1989 it closed, but reopened in 2009 as a full-service mixed-use facility, 250 room hotel. We've got leased restaurant La Grotto. We have over 15,000 square foot of function and event space. Of course, we're sitting in the new Gather and Hem lounge with over 20 local craft ales on tap and some great food items too.
One of the things we're going to do here, ESPN Richmond, we're here on Wednesdays from 5 to 7. We're going to make this an event. So what we do is we talk to, as I say, game changers in the area, people who are out there making a difference in the community. Today we have with us, who's going to be with us, Jenni Kirby, good friend of mine, who is the owner of the coolest art gallery in Richmond, that is Crossroads Art Center. I've done a lot of things there. She's a person who believed in me before I was Mike King Biz. I was just Mike King knocking on her door. So what we're doing is we're here every week. It is Mike King, some of my friends like Jenni is coming by, Rob White from Fast Signs will be with us as well. And then we have the Women Speaking Sports RVA, that's Lisa Tranny, Dr. Danny Gladden Green, Danielle Fitzhugh, Steph B, Star Mallory, as well as Cario. They're here talking sports, and they are going to be on fire this week with the games that had happened. So, John, let's talk about some of the exciting things that are happening here at Gather and Hem and Hilton as a whole.
Yes, so specifically Gather and Hem, we're excited to have some acoustical acts every Thursday. We've got Kurt Stemhagen, Josh Leaf tomorrow night. We've got a new act. Kenny Taylor is going to be with us next Thursday. And then exciting is Jason Jenkins Jazz Trio will be here every Friday in February. A cool jazz sound to bring some of that love in the air to February here at Gather and Hem.
One of the great things about you guys here is you say it's mixed use. You guys have some really great event space, and there are a lot of events that are going on around town. Let's talk about bringing some of those into the Hilton.
Yeah, well, first of all, we do have an awesome sales team that facilitates all those.
That's the lady right there, Dasha Runyon.
Dasha and her team absolutely make it happen, because without them, we always say in the hotel world, put heads in beds, but Dasha and the team also puts can I say it on the radio? Put the butts in the seats in our meeting room. So we have over 15,000 square feet of function space. We just added a new cool room, the ensemble room. It's about 1,600 square feet of usable space. Perfect for that law group coming in, hospitality, high-class hospitality suite, all-day meeting. But then, of course, we've got our classic Miller and Rhodes ballroom and our new River City ballroom with windows facing center stage. My daughter had her wedding in there back in 2019. So beautiful ballroom for weddings, events, functions. We have a local university in one of the event spaces tonight with their event. So we're flexible, and you can do it all here at the Hilton.
One of the great things about the Hilton as well is you guys are totally committed to the community. Let's talk about how that became part of the DNA of the Hilton.
Well, as I mentioned, we're in the historic Miller and Rhodes building, and Miller and Rhodes did some awesome things in the community before my time, before I was here in Richmond, before I was a blink in the eye.
Before you even born.
Before I was even
They
born.
were doing this for a while.
They were. So when I got here in 2010, I read the book Under the Clock, because if you visit our lobby, there's a big historic clock, and back in the heyday of shopping, people would say, hey, meet me under the clock. And you knew where you were. You're at the Miller and Rhodes department store. While we don't have the original clock, we have a replica clock. The original clock is at the Valentine's Museum. Folks still meet under the clock. In fact, our team meets every morning at 9 o'clock under the clock to talk about what the events are for the day. I think Mike on the mic was on the scoop sheet today under the clock. So
well, that's good. I made it onto the sheet. One of the things that we always talk about here is culture. And we're in some difficult times. Now, from a business standpoint, how do you foster and have great culture? Because I see the reviews, and the reviews say, I stayed at the Hilton. Man, I had a great time. They took care of me from the time I hit the door, parking, valet to front desk, everything. How do you make that happen as an organization?
Well, similar to Miller and Rhodes, Hilton's a great foundation for that. Conrad Hilton used the term, sharing the warmth and light of hospitality. So we try to do that every day with our guests. They're coming to a strange city, strange town, maybe don't know what to do. We're going to take care of them. They might be visiting a relative at the hospital. They might have a child at the hospital. They might have a business deal. We take care of them in the pure sense of hospitality, and that starts the culture there. But then outside the hotel, we of course work with a lot of different organizations, Souls for Souls, Tourism Picks Up, Keep Virginia Beautiful, SPCA. We actually have some discard linen ready to go into my trunk to go to SPCA to help them and to avoid the landfill. So we do a lot of things in the community, in and outside of the hotel.
Mike King, we are here, ESPN Richmond 106.1. That's where you can hear us 5 to 7 a.m. Mike King, John is here with us, Dasha as well as the crew who are here. We're coming to you to talk about the business and the great things that are happening. This is the best business radio program. We're business-ish. We're not really business. It's because we always talk about people's journey. We're not doing the stocks, and we will talk about sports. The sports is coming up in a little bit. We have the sports experts who are here. We also have Jenni Kirby is here, so we're here to talk a little bit about some of the great artwork. But John, let's go over one last time some of the great things happening here, because we don't want, in radio, you got to, I come from the Army, and the idea is you tell them what you're going to tell them, you tell them, and you tell them what you told them, so that way, only half the people are going to forget it. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what's happening here at Gathering Hem and the Hilton as a whole.
Yeah, a couple of things I didn't mention that just happened this week.
See, that's why we do it. That's exactly.
We just turned up and boosted our Wi-Fi speed. So you can now get a 1 gig or 1,000 megabytes of burstable high-speed internet. So that helps Dasha and her team book these meetings. Want to do some things, what do you call them? All this whole COVID thing, we've been doing things remotely, and so we've got some faster speeds in the building for you. We work with the community, as I mentioned earlier, but we've got the Sandman Comedy Club right down the road on Grace Street. Giving Michael a shout out. Great little club. If you come to Richmond on the hotel, you can have a nice night in the comedy club down the road, or you can go down the street to Hotel Green. It's not a hotel, but it's a putting green inside John Marshall. So a lot of fun things in and around this hotel and in Richmond to do.
One of the great things also is we are in a COVID time. We're some serious times out there. You guys take safety and precautions to the max. Let's talk about what you do to keep people safe, because we are in some crazy times.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I got to give a shout out to the brand Hilton, who early in the COVID time came out with the guidance for what's called Hilton Clean Stay, and then for our events, event ready. So we follow all the proper protocols related to their procedures, and we want people to be healthy and safe, including our associates. You'll see all our associates still masked, except for me, because I'm on the mic.
You're on the mic, yes.
But I have it in my pocket. We want you to be healthy and safe. We want to get through this setback here recently, and everybody healthy. So we will. But yes, we do a lot of things safe here in the hotel.
All right, sir, you have to speak for the entire hospitality industry. Give us the forecast. How are we looking as we're coming out of this? What's it look like?
Oh man, that's a great question.
I got one per show. Now, nobody else is going to get a good question.
I just got an email from our VP of marketing that invited me to a webinar for the crystal ball of the economy. And I said, yeah, part 2 is going to be who smashed my crystal ball. No, future's looking bright, especially in Richmond, because Richmond, Jack and Catherine over at tourism, where Dasha came from, do some exciting things with sports tourism. You talk about sports, but Richmond has some great sports things coming up. We've got cheer and dance coming up. We've got mothers and daughters with the gymnastics event coming up. You name it, a lot of things related to sports in Richmond, and that keeps our weekends robust. While our midweek corporate travel, local travel is starting to come back, we're optimistic about that. We have some great events in March. Comic-Con is coming back to Richmond. If you want to go to a crazy event,
I'm a big fan.
Comic-Con. Who's your hero? Is it Mike or who?
I don't know.
Superman.
I just like all of, it's one thing when you see the dads, the kids are all costumed up, and then you'll see the dads. When you see the mom, that's when you really know the whole family born into it. Like my mom would take you, but she wasn't putting on a costume.
Right.
No, there was a limit to that. So I did it when I was at CW. We did it every year. So that's a great event, and I know you guys have a lot of people are going to come in staying at the Hilton. So Mike is here, John is here, Dosh is over there. So on the mic with Mike, if you ever need any hotel space, this is for hotel space for hotel rooms as well as for event space. Make sure you check them out. They will take care of you. They are the official hotelier of, is that what a hotelier, is that what you are?
I am a hotelier, Mike.
That just makes me sound, wow, I know the hotelier. John is here with us. We have to thank him. You can find him at the Hilton. It is the Hilton downtown, not to be confused.
richmonddowntown.hilton.com.
Okay, not to be confused with another Hilton somewhere else.
We like them over there, but we don't
come here because this is the place. One of Mike with Mike John is here. We got to take a break. As I always say, the microphone ain't free. Plus, my grandkids need stuff. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond. That's where we are. We're coming to you from the Gathering Hem here at the Hilton downtown. We're here, ESPN. That's where we are. We are a business radio show. It's called On the Mic with Mike RVA. It's on 5 to 7 a.m. every day.
Wednesday. What? I don't know. What is today?
Today is Wednesday. I'm here with the good friend of the program. Look, I'm here with Jenni Kirby. Do you know who that is?
That's Barry Moore.
That is Barry Moore.
That is Barry Moore.
That is Barry Moore. How are you sneaking into the Hilton?
Welcome home, Barry.
Richmond rolled out the red carpet for Barry Moore. Oh, wait a second. I didn't start my clock up. On the mic with Mike. We're here. We're here with Jenni Kirby. Jenni Kirby is here, the owner of Crossroads Art Center. Jenni Kirby, Barry Moore is here with us. We didn't know he was coming in.
I love it. I love it when Barry crashes my party.
Coming from here. So all of us pencil neck geeks, welcome back. we gave you, it was a trade. You're here on loan. But good to, all righty.
All right, what are we talking about, Mike?
Jenni Kirby, Mike King, we're here talking about an art opening that's happening in February.
Yes, in February. Right now, we are working on the call for entries for that art opening for Black History Month. So we are a call for entry for all African-American artists that are in the Richmond area to but enter their work online for this show. And currently you have until this Saturday at midnight to enter that art. We are looking at possibly extending the call for entry timeline and maybe moving the art opening from the 4th to later on in February. So we can A, get more entries, and then B, accommodate some people that the 4th has become a no-go for that we would like to have attend and and work with us. So that's sort of where we are at this point. So we're at the call for entry point for all African-American artists that are in Richmond that want to submit a piece. They just go to crossroadsartcenter.com, look for the call for entries, and we can help you. I walk through about 5 or 6 artists this week on how to make it work, how to fill out the forms, how to submit the entries, and everything that's submitted will be online. And then we are going to jury about 20 to 30 pieces in for the live show at Main Street train station.
All righty, so give our listeners an idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, the program is On the Mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond. That's where we're coming to you from, the Gathering Hem here at the fabulous Hilton downtown. On the Mic with Mike is Mike English Radio Network program, and we're on 5 to 7 a.m. on ESPN Richmond, right before Sports King Jamie King and Sports Talk with Big Al, and then we go into the ESPN lineup. But we kick off the day. Jenni, Kirby, let our listeners know about what exactly Crossroads Art Center is.
Okay, Crossroads Art Center is the largest place in Richmond to buy local artists' art. We are behind Krispy Kreme Donuts off of Broad Street. I think everybody knows where that is. So we're at 2016 Staples Mill Road. Again, you can find us at crossroadsartcenter.com. And if we are speaking of sports, right beside us, we have James Basfield's piece called Front Row Seats. And that is just one of the pieces that we have had submitted so far for the call for entries. And we have.
So wait a second. James Basfield used to be your partner, correct?
Yes, James.
And this is a new, because he has the presidents there in the front row of the painting.
He does. He actually has all the presidents as the audience, which I think is really cool. And it's quite humorous. So you have to get a really close up look at this.
It is, because
to see the fun stuff that's going on behind it.
It is good. So On the Mic with Mike. All right. So the art opening is happening. What are the other things that happen at Crossroads Art Center?
Oh my gosh.
Everything happens.
Everything happens at Crossroads. Every other month we have an art opening. So our next one on site at Crossroads is going to be on March the 18th. It's always the third Friday from 6 to 9. So we're preparing that. But Crossroads is open every day of the week. We are free to the public. We love to have kids come through with their parents. It's always fun to do that. And you and I actually hosted an autism night for the parents with children with autism. And we turned off the loud music, turned down the lights, or made them feel very comfortable. So we do crazy things like that too.
When a friend, okay, so when the friend said that I brought up the idea, she thought you were crazy.
I am.
You are. So you were saying that we could have kids with autism, special needs here in an art gallery. And there's something in there. You say there's something for everyone. There's something in there for everyone. So come into Crossroads Art Center. You guys have all type of events. You guys have classes there. You guys have openings. The art openings last week was a really big success.
Yes, it was a huge success. We were thankful for everybody that came out last Friday. I mean, it was not our crowds of 1,500 people, yes, but we probably had about 300-400 people that came through, which was awesome. We celebrated the architects and interior designers show that opened, and then the January all media show, which those are still up as well.
Alrighty, On the Mic with Mike King here. I'd like to thank everyone comes through here. This is not the typical program. We are here at the fabulous Hilton downtown. Rob White, owner of Fast Signs, just came through. His handiwork is right behind me.
That's right.
That is a dapper man.
He makes you look pretty good, Mike.
That does look better than me. Really. All right. So we're here talking about business life and everything in between. Make sure you contact our friends if you ever need event space. Make sure you check out Gathering Hem and the folks here at the Hilton. On the Mic with Mike King, Jenni, Kirby. One last time, how can people? Oh, you brought another piece of art, correct? Okay, now this is special, and this is okay. I'm just a guy from Philadelphia, so I don't know a lot about artwork. But here's Jenni; she's the expert.
So this is a photography piece by Daphne Maxwell Reed, better known as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
And being from Philly, that's special to me.
Yeah. And so this is wonderful. She's a great photographer, and she loves to do the doors. So everywhere she goes on a trip, she takes pictures of all these doors and she puts together calendars, she puts together books, she puts together little shows and prints of all the pieces or all the photography pieces that she does. And it's just fun. It's fun to see the doors through her eyes, and they're absolutely beautiful. I love this blue door. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Daphne, and also thank you, James, for allowing me to pluck these pieces early from you all and to be able to bring them and share them with you guys.
Okay, let's go over the process again.
Okay, so you can now submit your art until Saturday at midnight. And that is a call for all African-American artists that are in the Richmond area to submit their piece. Everything will be shown live. Everything will be shown virtually on the website, and then we will pick 30 pieces to be live at the Main Street Station downtown.
Because that's going to be an event that day.
That's going to be a party.
That is
It
going to
gonna
be
a
a
party.
yes. I'm going to be involved. I'm going to be there.
Yes, you are one of the sponsors, my dear. Oh, did you not know that?
I didn't know that. I just thought I got an invite to come there.
Yeah, he's one of the sponsors.
All righty, good
We
enough.
love Mike.
On the mic with Mike, Jenni Kirby. Always great to connect with her. Jenni, thank you. One last time, how can people find you?
CrossroadsArtCenter.com.
All righty, on the mic with Mike, we have to go. The time is drawing near. Like my mom always said, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
I got to get out of the chair.
All right, on the mic with Mike. Who do we have coming up? We got Rob White, Fast Signs. Barry Moore just walked in. He didn't even know what he was walking into. So he just walked in. We also have Ladies Speaking Sports. That's Women's Speaking Sports, RVA. They're going to come here and they're going to talk sports. We're also going to talk to Joe Chikowitz. Is going to be here with, no, she comes with the cast of folks.
Oh.
She always has a lot of people with her, and she's one of the nonprofits that we support. So if you ever have a nonprofit that you guys would know of who needs some exposure, who needs some help, make sure you contact them. Contact us, because what we do is we provide support to nonprofits. Last year, the program gave away 19,000 minutes of free airtime. And how do we do that? With our sponsors like Jenni Kirby, Rob White, Tom Childry, Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers, and a host of others, as well as we're here at the Hilton. So on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. We got to go. Talk to you soon. Thanks.